Hey guys, this video is made as a collaboration with Roadman. Go subscribe to his channel, it's linked in the description. What's up guys, it's Nikos. Now a couple weeks ago I made a video detailing the schizophrenia and mania surrounding Titanfall 3.
And of course, it's me, Roadman. I was inspired by Nikos' video and took a dive into the wacky conspiracies surrounding the hacking of Titanfall and the bizarre man behind the Titanfall Online Revival Project.
But that leaves an important question. What's next for the series that hasn't seen an update from Respawn since 2017? After doing some surface level digging, we found out that Titanfall has perhaps the most dedicated and perhaps the nuttiest fan base out there. These fans are strung along by many possible future avenues of sequels. So, you finally took your pills and Titanfall 3 no longer exists. All those years of grinding down the drain. At least the voices in your head pieced out too. What's next in store for Titanfall fans?
The first, most obvious, and probably the most unlikely future for the franchise is a proper Titanfall 3 from Respawn.
Not much has been shared from the developers themselves as they're too busy taking care of Apex Legends and making bank off of it in the process. Titanfall 3 is definitely not going to be experienced in a while. Despite this, news articles have churned out detailing a possible sequel set in the Titanfall universe. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Apex universe. So, Titanfall 3, is it gonna happen?
You know what? I think there is a slim shot for a Titanfall 3. I actually do, but I think we're not going to see it until like 2025. Once Apex starts getting stale, I don't think we're going to see an Apex Legends 2. I don't think that's happening. I can actually see them going back and making a Titanfall 3.
I can see it, but it's probably not going to be called Titanfall 3. It's probably just going to be called Titanfall, as is like every game reboot, you know?
Yeah, it might be like Titanfall Remastered or something like that, you know what I mean? One of those.
As for Titanfall 3, there is a slim shot, I think, but it's not going to be for a while. As to if it's what we want, it might just follow whatever gaming trend is popular in the future, but honestly, it's still up in the air. But I think it's a slim shot, but it's still a shot.
I can kind of see the trailer in my mind's eye, right? Like I'm picturing like an E3 and there's like the characters from Apex Legends are fighting or whatever, and then like it's a big crash and a bunch of smoke and it's like a Titan. I feel like people would get super hyped about that, seeing like a Titan come up out of the smoke. Maybe not a Titanfall 3 in the way that people would expect it. I would be fully expecting at some point in the future Titans to come back. The idea of Titans in a Respawn game I think will come back. Yeah, and if it doesn't, then it should.
It should. It definitely should. I agree. I think the whole Apex universe single player game, although it's kind of a meme of a title and pretty ignorant, considering, well, Apex's story is completely within the Titanfall universe. The Apex Legends are just part of a mercenary group that you basically systematically kill off in Titanfall 2's campaign. They're like small fish compared to Jack Cooper and Daddy BT, but I hope we do see those characters again soon. Like this Apex Legends single player universe style game that they're hinting at, they could make a single player game revolving around all of the colorful characters they've created for Apex, which would actually be pretty cool because some of the characters are pretty sick, and they might like wrap it into the war in Titanfall and make some like really sick movement shooter spin-off of Apex, and might just make like a Titanfall single player game involving Apex characters. I don't know. I just want a movement shooter. I don't care if the Apex character's in it or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I was just thinking like picturing in my head a campaign. Do you think it would be like you choose one of the legends to play as, or do you think like the legends from Apex Legends would just be like side characters and you'd be playing as a new character?
I see the latter being more possible, because they're already working on Apex, but they really have the resources to like do a character selection. Blow my mind. I mean, go ahead, Respawn, make a character selection. That'd be kind of cool.
I like Halo 5.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Titanfall 3, it's like it feels like a little bit of a pipe dream, you know? Like we can wish and hypothesize, and there are good ideas. The franchise has good bones, but it doesn't really look like Respawn has any interest in pursuing Titanfall right now while Apex is doing so well.
Yeah, there seems to be no reason. I can't blame them. You know, financially it makes zero sense to go back to Titanfall, especially because it just never was a commercial success. I mean, it just never did the numbers it should have.
I guess we should be, in a way, thankful that we even got a Titanfall 2. The story of the hacking of Titanfall revolved mostly around the character P0358, or Poe, a polarizing man who some believe is the hero of the Titanfall fandom, taking a stand against Respawn, and yet others will say he's the one behind the rampant hacking of Titanfall in the first place. After taking my deep dive into the conspiracies surrounding Poe, I was shocked to find out that Poe, to this day, is still actively working towards the Titanfall Online Revival Project. The T4 project being a fan-made game built from the bones of Titanfall 1 and the cancelled free-to-play Titanfall Online. But Poe doesn't just want to replicate Titanfall. T4 looks to add a whole host of changes from sandbox and map additions to UI changes, and even potentially a Titanfall Battle Royale mode.
When you first told me about this, when I first dug into research with you, when you showed me like the videos and the posts about a Titanfall Battle Royale mode, I found it hilarious because Apex is already a Battle Royale mode. It was just like so shocking to me to see that.
When you first hear about it, it sounds ridiculous, right? Because everyone thinks the same thing. A Titanfall Battle Royale mode. Yeah, that already exists. It's called Apex. But interestingly enough, this proposed Titanfall Battle Royale sounds really different from Apex and actually sounds like it'd be really fun. It's got like a tech tree system where as you play you would earn points and then you can upgrade yourself. And some of the upgrades would include things like double jumping and wall running, and even calling down a Titan once you get really far down the quote-unquote tech tree. And at the very beginning when you first spawn in, you're not even able to double jump. You can pretty much just normal jump, sprint, and move around.
See, that sounds pretty sick. It's similar to Apex in the regard that you get more powerful as you go along, but rather than just get tankier with more hit points, it opens up mobility, which is the key factor of like Titanfall's shooting mechanics. Is just the high mobility, verticality, everything involving mobility was what could change a firefight from an easy battle to an absolute sweat fest. And that sounds pretty cool, actually. Like you start out as a grunt and you slowly like get the kit, just like in Titanfall 2's campaign where you start out as a grunt and you put yourself together. You said this was like in the Titanfall Online code, right? Like they salvaged this?
Like the free-to-play canceled one from Korea, yeah. I don't know where he sourced it from, but just based off of his tweet, it seems like he found this game mode in some code. Like he didn't create this idea, he found it.
Considering that Titanfall Online was supposed to be like free-to-play, like online multiplayer shooter, it was actually developed by Respawn. How far along did they even get with it?
It had a beta launch in South Korea in 2016 with plans to expand to China and other countries, but the game was canceled and the servers were shut down in 2018.
I wonder if that's like was a testing ground for Apex Legends. Think about it. Like they were getting their feet dipped in the water, building a prototype Battle Royale mode in their universe, and they probably decided, hell, we can just make this into a game with the Battle Royale craze.
Apex came out the next year in 2019, so that actually, that could be very true. Do you think Respawn, like, saw that Nexon had this golden goose and they put the kibosh on it so they could do it themselves?
Holy crap, that might actually be it. They would totally go, hold on, something cool's happening here. All right, we're going to cancel it. We're going to can it. Take what you got. And they probably said, this could really work.
They might, you know what, dude? Holy shit. My third eye is opening right now. They might have had to make changes because like they don't want to get sued from Nexon. So they had to make their battle royale like really different, which is why it's called Apex Legends instead of being called anything related to Titanfall. And why there's no pilots and no Titans and stuff. It's only like tangentially related. It might be for legal reasons.
Because they'd be like, you canned us and made our product. Wow, this is some gigabrain activity. This is conspiracy theory. Like we're at the bottom of the iceberg right now. So also Poe is also a villain technically, right? Because it turns out he was also the hacker of Titanfall.
Yeah,
and it was some devious
Poe is at best an anti-hero and at worst a supervillain.
Because in my mind, there's two images of Poe. It's like Schrodinger's Poe. There's two possibilities. He's either an anti-hero who's hacking Apex Legends with his friends with hashtag Save Titanfall messages. He's also trying to revive Titanfall. Either that, or he's some evil mastermind. I picture him in like his massive evil gamer chair, and he's just grinning as he's tearing down the Titanfall servers going, and now this is how we take over the franchise. I feel like he's like, I have become your god, you know? Where will you go when your Titanfall servers are down?
He's an interesting fellow, and me and Nikos kind of tried to we thought
we
about
tried to join the Discord.
We thought about maybe reaching out to him a little bit, but he's kind of a scary guy because whether or not he's a villain or a hero, one thing that he is a hacker for sure. So like he's kind of a dangerous entity, right? So we tried to join his Harmony server just to like scope the place out, see if maybe we could get in contact with him, bring him on the video even maybe. And immediately we're confronted by a bot.
A bot DM'd us saying like, you must verify your account, give us your credentials to enter the server.
Apparently it's to prevent people from using VPNs in his server.
And then after a few minutes when we didn't reply, it legitimately passive aggressively DM'd us, we see you haven't clicked the link.
Yeah,
type this command
bot,
to redo
like started DMing us like 10 minutes later. It's like, hey, I noticed you didn't verify your account. We need to get the fuck out of here. So we just left the server.
Yeah. That was terrifying, dude. When I saw him text back, I was like, ugh.
So I don't know what's going on with Poe and his revival project, but I would take that a bit tentatively. But it's definitely interesting, especially if he does this Battle Royale mode. I'd be very interested to see that.
So due to the mass hysteria and psychosis surrounding the total destruction of Titanfall servers in late 2021, modders developed a modded client that circumvents the multiplayer issues. Servers, browsers, custom modes, and all sorts of goodies are available in this fan-modified version of Titanfall 2. The only catch is a lack of... The only catch is a lack of players. Not just due to Northstar's PC-only limitations, but also due to a lack of common knowledge on the existence of the mod. Not to mention sometimes telling someone to mod their game can send them into a self-doubt instilled rage. Now before I go on, I figured I'd mention there is a comment on my Titanfall 3 Ruined by Hackers video.
Yeah.
Someone left a comment accusing Bob the Bob and the Northstar modders, like, total conspiracy theory tinfoil hat mode. He straight up said they hacked Titanfall. So now we're implicating not just Poe, but the Northstar modders and being these evil villains trying to destroy Titanfall. So I don't know what's happening anymore.
There's a lot of people in the Titanfall community with a lot of technical know-how and computer savvy, and it can be kind of a scary thing.
Yeah, and then, so there's half the community who are talented, like, hacksaws and all that. And then the other half are schizo, like, I'm one of them. We're schizo-instilled conspiracy theorists.
I'm in your walls,
because
I'm in your walls.
Yeah, like...
You know that meme of, like, the troll... Actually, hold on. Just keep talking. I'm gonna make something in the background here.
I mean, it makes sense that they're conspiracy theorists because there's so much hacking going on and so many weird revival projects for Titanfall. I mean, fans are making 2 different versions of mods to play Titanfall after it's been hacked. Which, by the way, the hacks might be caused by the people making these mods. It's like the Wild West of gaming. It's the straight frontier. Like, Apex Legends is the only game that can't really get hacked.
Yeah, the Titanfall community is like, it's just a rabbit hole. Like, the whole community, like any corner of it, any pocket of Titanfall that you look into is just fucking weird. There you go, this is a little something I whipped up for you.
You made that?
Yeah.
That's totally me.
That's such a, like, fun thing that, like, their community did, though. Like, collectively pretending Titanfall 3 exists.
Yeah. Well, no, it's real.
Oh shit, my bad, yeah. Collectively celebrating the existence of Titanfall 3.
Yeah, yeah. But there's not a whole lot of players on Northstar. I mean, surprisingly, for a mod made in 2021, there's still a community. It also unlocks everything in multiplayer, so you could just have everything.
Basically, no matter what the future holds for the Titanfall franchise, its fan base is undoubtedly one of the most dedicated and talented that I've ever seen. And I have no doubt that they're going to keep huffing their hopium and soldier on.
I'm just hoping Titanfall 3 gets a proper sequel. It's a nutty game, with a solid open world, and I'm looking forward to Titanfall 4, if it ever releases.
Wait, Titanfall 4?